All right, everybody, this is it, the final run for the first day of Game Over Cancer. We've got Dragon View, any percent, with Teleo1. I'm not sure what no WW means, but we're going to find out real soon, so take it away, Teleo.
All right, hey, thanks. What's up? Yeah, this is Dragon View. Gonna be the 80% no wrong warp. There is a random wrong warp in this game that's only been done by like one person by the name of PJ DeCaesar and a Tass. We got a lot of time together. We got like 2.5 hours here, so we'll just go ahead and get it started. Just a quick note: the file name and hero is going to be named after my lovely partner and wife. It is our 4-year anniversary today, so shout out to her. Actually a legend. Alright, let's get it going. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, Dragon View, here it is. This is the sequel to Draken. Maybe you've heard of Draken. Game features like 3D kind of side-scrolling action as well as like a first-person kind of overworld exploration. It's a pretty basic plot here. Our girl gets kidnapped by the big evil bad guy, and we gotta save her. I can't believe Teleo dumped his wife for Dragon View today. Dang, hey, we went out, we had dinner, we had some good fun. But now it's some DeSoups tacking time here. Some Dragon View action. Yeah, so the beginning of this game, or this guy is he got like trapped in this little area, so we gotta save him. This is kind of like the tutorial little first area here, and we save him and go back to the city where the evil Argos has captured our girl, and he's gonna take her away. We're gonna try to fight him, but we actually get wrecked. This game is I have a pretty generous estimate here, but it can be a little sketchy in the very beginning before we get any upgrades. On the bottom of the screen, you see HP, which is my health, XP, my experience. When you're in a room with enemies, the little enemy thing will have their health bars as well. The Jade is my currency. The little MP down there are little stars, which is my magic ability. Bunch of drops and all that goodness is going to be happening. But right here, I'm rushing out. We're gonna rush away and get this thing going here. This guy gives us some Jade, and he lets us know that we need to go through Gailey's Pass to get to the next area of the game. Unfortunately, it's closed right now, so we have to go do something else first. One first little bit of tech. When you press the start button and go into the menu upon leaving areas, it kind of keeps your screen orientation. And that just saves a couple frames for turning around. We're gonna trigger this big old star on the ground. That's a warp star, so we can warp back there later. But yeah, here it is, the first-person exploration. For those of you who've seen Draken or some other kind of games that have the style, it's a pretty neat mix of the two kind of styles of game. We're going to this city. This is Hujia. These two girls are gonna laugh at us and probably point. Well, we didn't get pointed at, but that girl did laugh at us. I'm gonna bump into a lot of stuff on in this area. You get boosted forward a couple frames for bumping into stuff, so that's a huge time save, by the way. First thing we gotta do is talk to our boy Randy right there. Randy lets us know that the pass is blocked and that we should go back and talk to Tylon about it. This woman, like, really... Oh, I messed up the dialogue, don't even worry about it. This woman really wants some bombs. And, so she's, like, blocking the shop until Tylon finishes bombs for her. But joke's on her, because he can't finish bombs until we get some dynamite for him. So we're gonna grab his key. He gives us a little key to get into the storehouse. And, we're gonna go there to face the first kind of tutorial dungeon, first little dungeon area to get some dynamite for him. That's gonna be right down over here. A few really little things that you can do while playing this game to optimize your movement is trying to not walk on discolored tiles. So trying not to walk on the roads or walk on the farm or anything. Alright, I'm actually gonna try to concentrate really hard right here, because I might die. I won't lie. We might just die right away, and have to restart the whole game. That would be a little embarrassing, because this first room is very, very scary. The butterfly does like 1 billion damage to you, actually. So, alright, I played that really safe. And we get our first armor upgrade, so now that we got our armor upgrade, I feel a little bit safer. Leveling up in this game doesn't really do much, except for increase your damage and your defense. A lot of the armor upgrades, well, every armor upgrade and weapon upgrade is tied to finding the items somewhere in the overworld, which is kind of neat. The enemies have a chance of dropping one of 3 things. They could drop a mana star, they could drop health, or they could drop jade, which is the currency in the game. A lot of the run kind of depends on getting some decent health drops and all that stuff. We take a little detour here. We don't actually technically have to go this way, but it's really good because we get some health, we get a free potion, and we get some levels. We get a little level up. We're gonna hit level 4 right before this boss, which is pretty good again because it makes the fight. It makes a huge difference. Leveling up just 1 level makes quite a difference in your damage, in the damage calculation. It takes like 5 or 6 extra hits to kill the boss if you're only level 3. So we really want to get that level. Yeah, one more little room here. These little headless armor guys with big old spiky halberd things. Yeah, hit level 4, I'm about half health, so gotta be a little careful here. Yeah, this is the first boss. This is Piercia. And about that wrong warp, well, I'll talk about it here in just a little second. Basically, for some reason, when you kill this boss and it turns gray, that color change writes to a single, like, value in the memory, and if you don't clear the value, once you get to a certain cutscene, about an hour into the run, the game just crashes, but it has like a 1 in however insane chance of actually calling credits. So that's like... It's basically the reason why, a little bit later in the run, basically right before we go into that dungeon where the cutscene happens, I'm gonna save the game and completely turn off the console and turn it back on to prevent that from happening. So we did it. We killed the first boss. We made it through the tutorial dungeon, and we got the dynamite that Teleo1 needs to actually make bombs for us. And we get 150 jade for our troubles, which comes into play. The jade lets us buy various items from the stores, and it also is pretty important because it lets you purchase like health capacity upgrades. A lot of the health capacities and mana capacities are found in the world, but they're also sold by sketchy looking guys in certain towns. So it's kind of great. But we're gonna leave the storehouse now and walk on back. We're not gonna stomp on the fruit. Again, walking on these little discolorations on the overworld, it feels like it's a little bit slower than it should be, so I try to avoid it. But before we can go into the town, we get a nice little cutscene here with I call him the cringe knight, because at a certain point here he's gonna say, "I cringe." But basically this is a demon. He's gonna come into play later in the game. Remember this guy. This guy's a troublemaker. But our mean guy who stole our girl, Argos, comes in and talks to him about how they're looking for the underworld, the passage into the underworld. And this demon is like, "I cringe." at being told what to do by a mere human. So keep that in mind for later. That definitely won't come into play. But we're back. The girl shrugged that time. Good RNG. She didn't laugh at us this time. We got the shrug RNG. So yeah, we're gonna talk to this guy. He's like, "Yo, hey, you want something good? I got something good for you." And then we pay him, and he gives us a health upgrade. So it's kind of nice. So we're gonna bring our dynamite back to Teleo1, and he's gonna be like, "Yo, You're a legend. Why don't you go to the shop? And I'll be right back. So classic, we give him the stuff and he has to make it for us. And we have to go to the shop. And this lady, who was a little bit, she's the formidable woman. She's like, wow, you did it. Very unexpected. And she gives you a map. There is actually maps in this game, of the overworld. It's a kind of a vague map at first, and it gives you your kind of relative position. Oops, I didn't mean to go into that dialogue. Okay, can I simply leave? My bad. But throughout various points in the game, you can get gifted like pieces of map that give you a more detailed part of where you are, which really comes into play when you're playing casually. In this run, I'm gonna hopefully never open up the map because hopefully I won't get lost, and it costs time to open up the map and look at the map, so we're not gonna do that. But there you have it. We get our bombs. We got our bombs. We're gonna boost. We're gonna try to get a couple boosts here. Bam! Bang! Okay. Sick boosts right there, by the way. I went a bad way because I want to save here. Actually, oh yeah, I... Don't even worry about it. This is the dumbest safety save of all time because I already have a better safety save. It's fine. It's fine, you guys. This was the old safety save, man. We don't need that safety save. We're saving before this. But anyway, no big deal. We get a free temple boost. Okay, we mitigated it with a temple boost. Nice. So now we're out of here, and we got a few places to go. We got a few things to do before we can go to the next area. These little guys that I'm avoiding, these like little clouds, are overworld encounters. They're not particularly dangerous right now, but it just kind of takes a little time. So we don't want to grab those. Thanks for the good luck, everyone in chat. By the way, you guys are legends. Especially you, Pingto. Ooh, I see that. I see you there, bud. But yeah, we're coming back here to where we came in the beginning of the game, but we're way stronger now. So we can kill this guy in a few hits. No big deal. And he like does no damage. You can see how little damage he does now. Again, leveling up really increases your defense and attack. So the item we just got right there was the coolest weapon in like any video game, by the way. It's called the Hausa. I'm not actually going to use it until a little bit later in the game, but it's pretty convenient to just go grab it right now. So we're going to do that before we move on. So we got our little Hausa, and now we're gonna go through the pass that was blocked previously. But now that we have thanks Sineath. Now that we have our cool bomb, we can get through here, which is good. One thing to note is I want to kill at least 7 of these moths. I call it the Wowza. Nice. And I also am going to take a little detour here to slash this tree and grab some apples. I'm going to be farming quite a bit of those apples. I need exactly... Oh, hi. He went that way. That was crazy. Oh no. Alright, this is fine. I need exactly 60 apples to get the 2 items that I want to buy with them. The apples, if you consume them, it recovers a small portion of your health. It's just a tiny heal, basically. But they're also used as currency in the game. So we're going to be grinding out, for the sake of safety, quite a bit of them to be able to buy an extra armor upgrade, basically. Gonna take a slash at this tree as well. There can be anywhere between 3 and 6 apples that can drop. So right now, it's not a huge deal how many drop because again I'm gonna be grinding some later. But in a PB attempt, it would be very important to not get 3 minimum drops. That would be a reset, which has never actually happened to me, and I've been running this game for a couple months. So. Alright, so a little detour for a little health upgrade. And this also opens up... It opens up a little bridge there, if you noticed. We can use that a little bit later to come back through this area like as a shortcut. We're going to come back through here a few times. So we open that up. And shout out to the scissor skeletons. Those 2 skeletons died doing what they love. We'll pass those guys a few times as well. So now that we made it through the pass, we're on like the other side of the map now. And the first thing we're gonna go do is get like a quest trigger, a story trigger. We're gonna go talk to this guy in a cave by a lake that is called Lake Cave. His name is Roadster. So good old Roadster is gonna give us some quest information. Basically, back in the day, he made it through the perilous fire cave, and no one really knows why or how. And he talks about how Old Master Kinos, one of the guys that we've already talked to, that we saved originally, can give us an item to help us out. So we trigger that quest. We get a couple items too. We get a mana crystal and a potion. The potion heals you to full health. The mana crystal will fill up our mana to full. And right now, we only have 2 stars, so it's not like a huge deal now. But later in the game, after we get a bunch of mana, it's pretty handy, pretty useful. This next place we're gonna stop at is a little tree trunk here, and this is where we're gonna get the sword technique. If you guys have played beat 'em ups, it's like kind of like your Super Joy mechanic, where you can spend health to do increased damage. We're gonna use it a lot. Basically, this game really is heavily based on that, on using using that Super Joy technique to do way more damage than you should at the risk of using extra health. Before we move on, I'm gonna take a little detour down here. Yo, Phil's basement. What a legend, by the way. I'm gonna take a little detour down here into the meadows. This is a really nice little early game area to get another health upgrade, or health capacity, HP capacity. These guys respawn. Again, now that I've gotten a few levels under my belt, they don't do any damage to me. They are very weak. So we grab our HP capacity. I will try to kill a few of them on the way out, just hoping that they'll drop some hearts. If they drop a heart to give me more health, that would be great. And looks like they did. And also there's some apples there, so good stuff. We got a bunch more apples. We got our health upgrade, and we even got a heart drop. So that's really nice. You love to see it, basically. All right. So we get our health upgrade. Now we're gonna go northeast, and we're gonna follow the river all the way north up here until we see a waterfall. And just like in any good video game, there's always something behind the waterfall. So we're gonna go check it out and see what it could be. And again, we're gonna be dodging all the fart clouds. We don't want to smell the stinky fart clouds. That causes an encounter. In this area, it's not particularly dangerous. It just costs a little bit of time. All right, so here we go into the waterfall. What could it be? It's the lightning ring. Very, very useful. Magic in this game is really, really good. It's just kind of a slightly scarce resource, but I'm going to be getting a lot of extra things, or extra capacity. So the next part of this run, to explain it a little bit, is kind of a weird exploit. We're going to be going to an area of the game that I should not be in. Any enemy encounter that I see is going to kill me in one hit. I'm level 5, I should be like level 10 or 11 to even have a chance in this area. Before I go into this cave to kind of exploit an out of bounds, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save because this part is very sketchy, and again, like I mentioned, if I get hit once by any of these enemies, I will die, and that's not good. So just for safety, we're gonna take a little bit of a detour over here, and the game is quite generous in that it has a lot of places to kind of save the game in inconvenient areas. So we're gonna go to this guy, and we're gonna talk to him. He also heals us, but I'm pretty full health. I'm almost exactly full, but so I'm not gonna pay for the healing, but I am gonna save. So So there's our nice little marathon save. I would definitely not be going here if this was a PB attempt. A little bit too far out of the way. But for now, peace of mind is good. If I die here, I would have lost about 10 minutes, and I don't want that to happen. So yeah, now again we're going to walk across this dangerous swamp area, dodging encounters until we get into the wet caverns, and once we get into this area, we're going to go into a back room and exploit in Out of Bounds. It's like, I think, the only place in the entire game where you can actually go out of bounds. And we're going to try to, like, wrangle these enemies, and I want to kill 12 of them. I want to kill a total of 12. So we're going to do this room. If all goes according to plan, we're going to do it 5 times. This guy also gives you a quest that is one of the most annoying parts of the 100% route. The 100% route, you have to kill 100 overworld enemies, and that takes forever, so luckily we don't need to do that. Alright, so we're gonna hit this back wall. Gonna slash this wall here to get some extra jade. Gonna hopefully not get actually wrecked. And now we are behind the invisible wall right here. We are simply out of bounds. And these guys on the left cannot hit me. And they're grouped up very conveniently. And we're gonna play it nice and safe. And we're gonna leave 1 alive each time. Did I say 12? It is 16. Sorry, Vi. Thank you for correcting me there. I think I was just completely wrong there. You're right. It is 16. But yeah, we're gonna leave 1 alive each time until the last time, and then we'll kill all 4 of them. By leaving 1 alive, it lets me enter and exit without having to completely leave this entire area and wasting another bomb. So we kind of can do that. It's just like an insanely convenient area in the game. And it really makes the speedrun possible. If we couldn't go into this area to kind of exploit this, we would have to level up maybe by the TAS. The TAS finds an overworld encounter and gets a really good 3 enemy overworld encounter and does a crazy strat to kill them and levels up, which is really difficult, and I've messed around with trying it, but it's actually impossible. And very risky, and you just have a pretty big chance of not getting the right encounter that you need as well. So yeah, this little trick here really makes the run possible. Alright, so now that I'm level 12, we're gonna do this one more time, and this time I'm gonna kill all 4 of them. I'm also gonna talk to this guy once more to let him disappear, because these 2 pots have health in it, so we'll get full health. And I'm gonna wait just a little bit longer until I see that 4th guy. Alright, now that's good. The backflip! Okay, guys, what are you doing here? Okay, alright, well... Okay, this is gonna be probably fine, but we'll find out soon enough. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. I hope I get some good hearts. Okay, so now we're gonna try to bait this guy. Come over here, bud. Alright. Alright, nice. Come on. Okay, what are you good there? What are you doing? Okay, dude. Alright, hold on. It's fine. Come over here. Okay, there we go. Yeah. This is good. This is fine. This is how you play the game, by the way. Alright. please give me a thing. We're gonna swap to that and finish him off. Yeah, lightning ring was a good call there. I'm actually also gonna do this so I can just make sure I don't actually get wrecked in this next area. I have a billion extra apples. Alright, here we go. So if we get lucky on this jump pattern, we won't get hit. Ow. And you can see the damage, by the way. You can see the insane damage, and I'm gonna eat a few more apples to hopefully be fine again, and still eat 1 more hit. Alright, we made it through. We made it through! We can play the game, it's all completely fine. Alright. So there we have it. We just hit level 13, barely, which is, we're really strong now. We are very, very strong. We are definitely over-leveled. We went from level 5 to level 13 in just under like 4 minutes, or just under 5 minutes, or about 5 minutes, I guess. So that's good. So like I said, that's an area that we definitely didn't need to go to. It's a scary area. There's also 1,000 jade, which is really nice. We use that 1,000 jade to buy a bunch of items and upgrades. And yes, we need the apples. We are on a strict vegetarian fruitarian apple diet here. That keeps us nice and healthy, so it's really good. The downside is I did have to use a few, so a little bit later on in the game, the fruit grind is going to take a few extra run-throughs, but that's just fine. So where we're going now is we're kind of going all the way around the map, and we're gonna go up here and grab the bow, not any arrows. You actually have to buy arrows in this game. Later in the game, we have to use the bow and arrow exactly one time. There's not a currently known way to skip this. If we did know how to skip it, we could skip the bow entirely. But we use the bow exactly one time. So we get that. I'm also gonna break these baskets to get full health to save like 15 seconds in a healing animation, because I'm gonna take another safety save, and generally whenever you save in this game, you also have an option to heal, and that kind of just takes a little bit of time, like about 15 seconds or so. So we got the bow. We're looking good. And now we're going to teleport back to the main area of the game. And we're going to go and visit Master Kinos, who Roadster talked to us about. We talked to Roadster in Lake Cave. And he says, you need some scales. You need some dragon scales. So we're going to go back to Raisis, which is the first city in the game. And we are going to grab those scales. Get a little barrel boost right there, save a frame or two, let's go. I'm not exactly sure how much the boost saves, but it does save a few frames. Watch this huge speed we get right here. Are you ready? Bang! Oh, insane boost. Insane boost right there. Alright. Now, in a PB attempt, I would go back to the warp and warp back, but in the interest of safety, and not even really safety, in the interest of me getting really bad RNG, I'm gonna buy some extra bombs, basically. If I get really, really bad RNG, I'm gonna need these bombs to kind of bail me out. If I get good RNG, I don't need them, but... Alright, do these girls laugh at me? Oh, they didn't laugh, dude. Oh, there she is. She's laughing right as I go in the shot, by the way. Dang. Dang. Alright, so we're gonna buy... Let's buy... Oh, okay. Yeah, one, sure. Yeah, oops. Okay. I'm not used to the English version. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Alright, so we buy 5 or 6, I guess, safety bombs. And we're gonna buy 2 arrows. And get some kisses on the way out. Let's go! And also... Oh, they're shrugging. They don't know. That was a double shrug, by the way. The double shrug RNG is insanely rare. That's a good sign right there. All right, so we get our safety save. Oh, the double laugh that time. Oh no. All right, it's fine. Dang, dude. Dang. All right, so we get our safety bombs. We get 2 arrows just in case some insane, crazy thing happens and I actually miss. I've never missed. I don't miss. I'm the best arrow archer in all of Dragonview. But just in case something crazy happens, we bought an extra arrow. All right. So back through the pass. The reason I go back this way is I want one more shot at this apple tree. I used a lot of apples earlier, and again, I need to get a minimum of 60 in order to buy the 2 items that I want. So we gotta grab a bunch. So every little bit helps, and that was actually really good RNG. We got 6 from that. You can get anywhere between 3 and 6 apple drops out of trees. So that was great RNG. Oh, and there they are, the scissor skeletons, dying how they lived in a loving embrace. You love to see it. So, off we go now. I definitely know where I'm going. Why did I just panic? Okay, ooh! Alright, yeah, I definitely know where I'm going now. Okay, we're going northwest. Yikes. Oh, man. Sometimes my brain just turns off. Yeah, it's late, you know, guys. Alright, ready for some sweet music? Second best track in the game. Some 5-4 action. You love when video games use 5-4. So we got some 5-4 time signature here. Alright, hell yeah. Yo, Nemesis. Alright. So here we are in the fire cave, and we can't go in here unless we have these scales. These giant pillars of flame, do actually 1 billion damage. They do, like, it's really, really important that you don't get hit by them. They would do about half my health and damage. So we really don't want to get hit by them. The rest of the fire in this fire cave is not so deadly, but it's really those big blanket sheets of fire that you gotta kind of, watch out for. So yeah, this is a fire cave where you fight classic fire enemies, such as sneezing beetles and pirate orangutans. So we're gonna see a couple of those guys. Oh, the good RNG! Oh, never mind. Okay, man, I thought I could have that. But yeah, there you go. I got hit by flame right there. Not a lot of damage. The only damage that really hurts me is gonna be that huge pillar of flame. These flames right here that are required to be put out by the scales. This dungeon is kind of a little bit of a loop-de-loop. After we push that statue, we're gonna have to go through this section. We're gonna have to backtrack, basically. There's no getting around it. Unfortunately, we have to backtrack. So during this first kind of loop of this area, I'm gonna ignore these enemies because you only need to kill them once. They won't respawn. Now this guy will respawn. This guy will respawn, and he's kind of camping the door, so we always kill him. But the reason we wait to kill them is because of this right here. We get our level 2 sword upgrade. And now that we hit level 13, and we have our level 2 sword upgrade, that's kind of the sweet spot for this dungeon, where we can now one-shot these fire elementals. So that's what we're going to be doing. And here's where our backtrack is. We have to go down here. We have to fall down and take out that big fire there, and then make our way all the way back around. Yeah, no JP jingle. There is a Japanese version of this game called Super Draken. Again, this is the sequel to Draken, and the American version is called Dragon View. The Japanese version is called Super Draken. Now, in Super Draken, there's 2 differences. One, it's in Japanese. 2, whenever you pick up an item upgrade, you get a little jingle. So we call it the JP jingle. That was unfortunately cut from the US version for whatever reason. It's kind of cringe, dude. Honestly, yeah, big change between versions. Everything else is the same. We made it back around. If you notice that fire is out, there's just a big hole. We don't want to fall down that hole. We're gonna make our way through the end of this dungeon. Only got a few rooms left. And we're gonna come across our first iteration of the flame boss. This fire boss, we're actually gonna fight him like 4 times in this game. We have to refight him a couple times. So it is a little annoying. Not like annoying, but it is a little unfortunate that it gets reused a few times. But here he is. We're gonna try to aggro him and hit him with the scales, and then use a couple bombs and some slashes to finish him off. We're gonna try to only use 2 bombs here. That's a 1, and that's a 2. Now we're gonna slash him. And finish him off over here on the right. Good stuff. Again, we are very, very powerful for this point in the game. We're like, I would say the game wants you to be maybe like level 9 or 10. But we're big level 13, so we just kind of wreck everything in here, which is a byproduct of the grind that we did earlier. It makes things really nice. And yeah, that's the item we needed. We needed this fire ring. The fire ring is required for advancement in the game. The next area that we go to is kind of a snow / like ice area, and in order to progress through the dungeon, you have to get the fire ring. So if you were to like, I don't even actually think the game allows you to teleport there, because you have to talk to a guy who is in front of the warp area, and he's like, "Oh, you have the fire ring? Yeah, sure, you can pass." I've never tested what happens if you kill this boss and go talk to him. I'm sure he's like, "You don't have the fire ring, you bozo." Or maybe he lets you go. I mean, I don't know. I'm not really sure, so. But yeah, we're done here. We're all the way done here, and so now we're gonna walk all the way out and continue on to the next part of the game. I think on level 14 now, this guy, he taunts us, he gives us a couple oohs, and we can hit him in one shot now. Get wrecked, nerd. That's for oohing at me, dude. And we're gonna do a big down stab on this beetle. Big down stab action over here. Nice. Alright. So we still got 12 bombs. We still have all of our health potions. Enjoy the last of the hype music. The 5/4 beat action. Nice. Unfortunate that we're only in the overworld section for like a really short amount of time. That track is like awesome. It's really nice. So now what we're gonna do is we have to go to the next city, but before I go to the next city, we're gonna kind of run around over here, and we're gonna grab the level 2 upgrade for the fire ring. Like I said, this game is pretty cool. It really encourages like exploration, because you have to find these items in the overworld in order to upgrade them. So it kind of encourages that exploration aspect, which is really nice. And this is going to be the fire ring level 2 upgrade. I really... oh, I actually don't even have full health here, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm going to lose a little bit of time because of a healing animation, but that's fine. So this guy yells out, "A Zig te fed," which is the magic word for upgrading rings, I guess. So yeah, now we have our upgraded ring level 2. It changes our level 1. Level 1 shot is like a little firebolt, like a single damage, very tiny fireball. Level 2 is you can kind of like hold down A and charge up the weapon, and you use 2 stars instead of 1, and it's basically an upgraded version. It's like from firebolt to fireball. The animation is bigger, it does more damage, and it also pierces enemies. And we're gonna use the level 2 firing on a few bosses coming up. Basically, we're gonna use them on the bosses. It's a really handy spell for that. So next up is good old Castra here. It's gonna be another spot where I take another save. We made it through the fire cave, feeling good. So we're gonna go ahead, come in here, get healed, and do a little save here. Very nice. Your deeds are recorded. Thanks, dude. Alright. So we do our save, and now we're gonna come over here and so are the ladies laughing at us? Nope, just a shrug or two. Oh, that girl laughed at us. Dang, dude, we got laughed at again. Feels bad. So now we're gonna go to this back alley dealer here, the shady back alley guy, and pay a couple hundred jade for another health upgrade, and head into this building and talk to this guy who's kind of guarding the room. So he recognizes that we have the fire ring, and he's like, "Oh, Hell yeah! And he's like, get on through, bud. And he gives us a map piece, which is a little map piece for this area of the game, which is pretty nice, pretty nice. So now we're in the snow area. The music in this game is awesome, by the way. The music in this game rules. This is a very, very relaxing music here. We have to get a few things here. We're gonna make a few pit stops before we go to the next dungeon. The first pit stop is right up here, where we're gonna ignore 2 golems and grab a mana upgrade and then kill them on the way out. We want to wait to kill them because I'm really hoping for some mana drops. This is a part of the game. This is a part of the game where I have to kind of rely on some good RNG. I need some mana drops. If we don't get mana drops, it's really sketchy, which is part of the reason why I bought a bunch of bombs, so I can do this a little bit easier. So I got 1 drop there. That's pretty good. That's good. That's just fine. Next stop is gonna be this little fortress, this little fort right here, where this is the first place where the fruits come into play. So I'm gonna use the 10 fruits that I have to do the chest game here, and he kind of makes it seem like it's chance, like maybe it could be something different, but no matter which chest you choose, the first time you do this, you will always get a mana capacity. So that increases each mana capacity, increases our mana on the bottom left by 2 stars. So it's pretty. We're gonna get every single mana capacity in this run except for 1, because mana is really strong in this game, and having a lot makes things a lot less dependent on RNG, basically. This pit stop is going to be for the Hausa energy, which is an upgrade to our level 2 Hausa. Again, I'm not gonna use it yet. We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna use that a little bit later in the game, in about 20 minutes or so. We're gonna go into the menu for a camera manipulation right there, so it saves us from having to turn all the way around. Equip our fire ring and head into the fortress, the ice fortress, where we're gonna fight our next boss and get our next item. This place is it's pretty cool. There is a little bit of backtracking in this dungeon as well, but that's only because I'm going to be getting a mana upgrade. In a PB attempt, I would skip this one. I would skip basically almost all the ones that I've been getting, but I really want to get as much mana as possible. So yeah, it's pretty chill. You could say this place is pretty chill. You know, you could say that. But really, right now, I'm looking for health and mana drops. I'm looking for hearts, and I'm looking for stars. Most importantly is the stars. I need at least 5 stars. I need, at the very bottom barrel minimum, I need 5. Anything more than 5 is bonus. It's really good. In fact, for this route, I probably need at the bare minimum 6. So we'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. No drops from there. Like I said, these guys can drop a heart, a star, or mana, or nothing. And the further you go into the game, the more they can drop. So these enemies can drop 2 items. I'm a 5-star man. I'm a 5-star man. Alright, we're gonna turn around. Oh, he wrecked me actually. Alright, dang. Alright, I'm gonna ignore this guy. Actually, you know what? Let's use a bomb here and see if we can't get another mana drop. Oh, heck yes, we got another mana drop. I think there's a star in there. Is there? Oh, yeah, there is. Nice. Alright, so here's the next boss. This guy's actually kind of scary. First phase, I'm gonna shoot him with some fireballs. Second phase, I'm gonna throw bombs at the little eyeball. So we'll see how it works out here. 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do 5 level 1 shots, and then 3 bombs here. Hopefully we can hit some. I'm gonna jump to manipulate the little eyeball to move. Ooh, that was sick. Alright, great fight, great fight. Good stuff. So we wreck him. He's done. And, oh, look, I'm like clipped into the wall. That's kind of funny. Oh, I didn't even know you could press start right there. That's... Actually, I should press start because I need this. Okay. Alright. So we beat the ice boss, and our reward for doing so is, our ice ring. That's great. So now we're gonna get, a couple safety items. I'm gonna go over here, and, I'm gonna grab, a extra mana crystal. Just, it's nice to have. It's really nice to have, basically. I have an extra mana, so we'll kill him just for fun. Yeah, get wrecked. We're gonna just ignore that guy, and then we're gonna go up into this top room, where we're going to, get this thing, which is the Hausa level 3. Our Hausa is now fully powered up for the rest of the run. You can actually go all the way to level 5. But level 3 is gonna be, the kind of the sweet spot for the Hausa. I don't really need to upgrade it any more than that. Excuse me? Grab, some extra mana, push this statue, and, make our way through the rest of the fortress. Some good mana drops here. You can really see the power of the firing. Firing actually owns all of these guys. And, again, I'll say this probably a few times. In a PB attempt, I wouldn't be doing this, but in the interest of keeping things nice and safe, and a lot less stressful, we're gonna backtrack, and, gonna go through this dungeon. It's about halfway through the dungeon. It's not too far. It's not too far out of the way. But we're gonna kind of go back through the dungeon here, to grab a mana capacity that is you can only get this mana capacity after defeating the boss. So you have to defeat the boss, and then, excuse me, and then go back through this way, and get it on the way out. So this door right here, if you're really paying attention, you would say, where did that door come from? That's because it was a wall before, and now it's a door. So we get our extra mana capacity, and we're out of here. So we're gonna go to the kind of like the upper level 2, like the upper snow area. We're in kind of what I would consider like the lower snow area. There's another full snow area here coming up, so we're gonna warp to that. And as we warp, let's just enjoy the warp animation here, and try not to get dizzy. Big spins. So in this upper area, we're gonna get a couple items. This first one is gonna be an armor upgrade. Right along the way, very convenient. These next two items that we're gonna get are like super convenient to get. This one is very necessary, and very convenient to get. The next item, or the next kind of like backtrack or whatever, or not backtrack, what can I say? Detour, I suppose we could call it. The next kind of detour is going to be to get the sword upgrade. I normally wouldn't get it, but the sword upgrade is going to make an upcoming grind a lot safer and a lot more sustainable. And it's like also pretty much on the way. It's really not that far out of the way to grab this sword upgrade. And the game even like puts a huge road, and it really is like, yo, check out this area. So that's what we're gonna do. It does require some mana and a firing shot, but that's nothing, no big deal. So our sword, the cool thing about this game is when you get the upgrades, like when you get armor upgrades and when you get weapon upgrades, it does change the weapon and armor sprite, which is kind of neat. It's pretty cool, I think. There's a lot of really cool little touches in this game that are just awesome. And wouldn't you know it, as we leave that area, if we just, it kicks us out, facing exactly where we need to go. So these lizard guys are actually pretty strong. These guys are pretty strong. I'm not overpowered. I'm still pretty overpowered. I'm a couple levels ahead, but these lizard guys are still pretty tough. The Aremer guys are not very tough, but these lizard guys do a lot of damage, so we really want to try to not get hit by them. Those guys, we're gonna ignore these guys. We're gonna ignore the next person as well, or Aremer as well. We can simply just walk through the door. And we do have to fight this next room. This next room is why I get the extra mana, why we get the safety mana, because these guys are jerks. But that was really nice RNG, and we take him out nice and quick. And here, we see the final boss. So here's the final boss, and he's taunting us after having stolen our girl. And we really try to fight him, and he's like, dude, like, get actually just dunked on. So this is a pretty sick. There is like a very small chance that there's a glitch here, by the way. I've never actually encountered it, but there's a very, very small chance that he's gonna hit me through the ceiling 100 times. It'll happen right here if it happens. Okay, we're good. We're safe. We didn't get the Giza glitch. A nice touch about this cutscene as well is he actually like takes your health down too. He's shooting us, and you notice like our health is going down with each shot that he hits us with. And yeah, he's just taunting us, and he's gonna shoot us in a very inappropriate spot right here. But Argos comes through, and he's like, Giza, my dude, we found the entrance to the underworld. So he's gonna give us a quick shot that's gonna take us to near death. We're at fatal. We need to make 3 death saving throws, otherwise we're gonna completely die. But we're gonna get saved. It's Santa. He's coming through, and he's like, wow. Wow, you got wrecked. You got dumpstered, dude. But he heals us to full, and he talks about how there's a guy. Giza came here to steal the Prime Orb, which is something that he's going to use to amplify his powers of evil. And there's still a scientist. There's still a scientist who's down here who needs our help. So we're gonna go down here and save him. I'm gonna ignore that lizard man. That lizard man is just gonna leave. He's just gonna be gone later. Don't even worry about it. This room actually right here is pretty important. I really would like to not get wrecked in this room. Alright, that was not bad. And we got amazing drops. Alright. The reason I say that is because the next section of the game is gonna require a grind. We're gonna head over to the desert area of the game, and it's gonna require an enemy grind because we need to find the like the mystical like horn. Like I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like it's the horn. Okay, so we gotta find that thing. We gotta find that thing, and the way we do that is by doing some overworld encounters. We have to find the legendary golden sandworm. And I'll talk about that here in a sec whenever we get there. But first we gotta leave. We gotta walk out of Kira Temple all the way back through the front. And kind of make our way out of the snow area. We're gonna make one more I'm gonna make one more short detour to get the level 2 ice ring. The level 2 ice ring is gonna be very integral to this route, basically. Hey, LV Creed. Yeah, GOC rules, by the way. I don't know if you all are enjoying it, but man, day 1 is sick. There's a whole week of this, so enjoy. Strides are always puts on an awesome marathon. I've been a part of it a few times, and he always lets me run the sickest games. Actually a complete legend, and everyone behind the scenes who helps out and restreams everything. I can't say it enough. You guys are legends. So here we are. We're gonna warp back into the fortress. And man, I really wish that this ice ring was closer, because then I would definitely get it in a PB attempt. But unfortunately, it's just a little bit too far out of the way to get to make it be worth it in a PB attempt. Now, in this route, I 100% need it. It's really strong. It's gonna help me out in a very dangerous forest area to grind some more fruit that I need. So we are going to take the detour and grab it. So that's gonna be at this kind of northeastern area of the snow spot. I think we get pretty much everything from here. The only other thing that is here, there's another ice ring upgrade that's here, but it requires use of the mirror. There is a magic mirror in this game, but you don't get that mirror until a little bit later in the game. And we're getting it pretty soon, but yeah, we can't really come back and get it and all that. So just gonna grab this level 2 ice ring upgrade, and yeah. And he gives us a big Azig Tefed. Big Azig Tefed action. And we get our level 2 ice ring upgrade. Basically, each level 1 costs 1 mana, and if you want to use the level 2 version of the spell, you kind of hold it in charge for 2 stars. And if you want to use the level 3, same thing, you charge it for 3. This one, the level 2 ice ring does, like, oh man, it does work, dude. It's awesome. It's really good. Very strong. We'll use it. I'll use it quite a bit throughout the run, because like I said, the mana in this game, or the magic, the rings are huge. They really, depending on the enemy, they really do like a lot of damage. And it's good. Oh hey, look, there's a little place we're not gonna go in. I think we actually went in there. Is that the I can't remember what that was, but yeah, you know, it's something. Oh god, we're cranking on the wood pieces, by the way. Don't even worry about it. All right, so now we're finally gonna get out of the snow area, and we're finally gonna get to our next safety save. We completed snow, and we're gonna leave here through landslide. There's gonna be a guy hanging out right here, and you can pay him 50 jade to heal, but since I'm full health, he's not even gonna offer. He looks at me and says, man, you're looking good. He doesn't even offer to heal me. And we just get a good little safety save in there. Very nice. Use our fire ring one final time for now, and we're out of here. We're back in the meadow area of the game. So now we're gonna head to the we went into the meadows, we went into the swamp, we went into the snow area, and now we're gonna go into the desert area for the next section. Like I said, we're gonna have to do a little bit of a grind to get the next required item, which is the horn, which unlocks kind of the area. It's a pretty how do I describe this game? It's kind of cryptic. It gives you, it's definitely pretty tough to figure out on your own if you're playing casually without any hints or anything. It's a pretty cryptic game. I'll be completely honest, I made it about halfway through my casual playthrough. I made it about halfway through my casual playthrough and I was like, I'm just gonna learn how to speedrun it. And then I kind of stopped playing the casually and learned the speedrun strats. And kind of rerouted some things. There was only one run of this previously by PJ DeCaesar. He came up with a really good route that I based pretty much everything on and modified it a little bit to make things a little bit more bare bones, but he definitely paved the way. Before we head to our next area to get our grind on, we're gonna go to a slight detour once again to go to a cave down here where we're gonna get some more mana capacity. Man, again, like mana is awesome in this game, and I definitely don't need all of this mana, but it makes it so if I get really bad RNG and don't get good drops, it makes things just way less stressful, so it's absolutely worth it to grab. That statue right there, I actually can't push until I get some stronger gloves way later in the game. And there's Piercia, if you've been watching. If you've been watching this whole time, you would say, wow, that guy again? Yeah. We fight a lot of the same bosses in this game, which is my only complaint. My only complaint about this game is that it reuses a lot of bosses. But we do a really easy, nice refight of Piercia there, and we grab our mana, and we're gonna get out of here and make our way to the northwest. Nova Boy, thanks to the raid, dude. Hope you went well. Hope you're having a nice Monday night here. I sure am. You know what? I'll be honest. I'm having a great night. It's a great day today. I mentioned it before at the beginning of the run, but it is my 4-year anniversary with my wife and partner. For life. She's a legend. Shout out to her. So yeah, we're walking. And one of the nice things about this area is if you look, it looks like there's a bunch of water, and I don't know if that's like intentional, like mirages and stuff, or if it's just like weird like sprite stuff, but it's kind of a nice touch in this desert area, kind of some water mirages and everything. So here we are in Quicksand Cave. This is a cave that will lead to the next city, but we can't get through this cave yet. We have to get the horn first. So we're gonna go over here and talk to this guy who's gonna tell us all about the stories of a mystical golden sandworm, and that is the enemy we need to kill to get our horn. So this grind is going to be an overall grind here at the very best possible RNG. Would have this enemy show up on enemy number 7. The worst possible RNG is 14. It would take 14 if it's going to be the worst ever. So we're going to hope for 7. I've gotten 7 a few times. 7 is definitely not unheard of, but usually it's about 8 or 9. Ow. Okay, dude. Chill. Alright, so part of the reason I got my sword upgrade is to be able to deal with those scorpions just a little bit easier. And level 2 ice also really helps here. Level 2 ice is going to let us one-shot these sandworms, which is pretty good. Basically, I want to preserve as much health as possible. I want to try to save a potion. I really want to not use a potion. If I have to use a potion, it's no big deal. But really, I just want to only use a mana crystal here. And I'm getting pretty generous health drops. This grind is usually really mean in that the enemies typically like to drop a lot of jade and not a lot of stars and hearts. But if we get lucky, we get some and we can sustain it. Alright, that's encounter number 3. I think that's 3. That might have been 4. No, I think that was 3. Here's 4. Oh, what a freeze frame there. Nice. Alright, that was 4. This is gonna be number 5. Alright, we'll just use 1 here. We'll finish him off. Super Joy. Alright, we gotta use our crystal now, no big deal. This is a planned crystal usage, no big deal. And that was encounter 5, I believe. So if we get really lucky, we'll only need 2 more. Oh, wait, hold on, what? Am I crazy? Okay, I must have been way off on my counting. This has to be 7, right? Okay, I might have to go back in the VOD and check, because that's... I was way off on my count. I think I was just counting really wrong. I think that was number 7. That had to be number 7. I'll double check in the VOD, but like, I must have been way off in my counting. Holy heck! No big deal. But that was insanely good RNG. If this was a PB attempt, I would be like very hyped. Getting 7 on the grind is very good. That had to have been 7, Vi. There's no way. There's no way it wasn't 7. I must be crazy. If that was less than 7, then like, I don't even know what to say. It would be the best RNG I've ever seen. And I've been running this game for a couple months now and put in quite a bit of time, so wow. But in case you didn't know it, I have a horn now. And it sounds like this. Nice. So we're... I can't believe I was that far off in my counting. That's funny. Oh, man. Alright. So we're gonna get a little tempo boost there. Big boost right there. A couple frames saved. We're gonna try to get a reverse bucket boost here. Bang! Alright, you love to see it. So we're gonna go here and talk to the goddess Yuna, or the high, sorry, not the goddess, the high priest, or the high sorceress, excuse me. So we talk to the high sorceress, and she lets us know there's, that we need to find the score. She says, you suck at playing the horn, and you need the score, which is going to allow us to basically open up the temple, the next area of the game. Because right now I am just a pleb and cannot play the horn very well. I only know a few notes. So she tells us to go talk to Ruth. This is Ruth. And she gives us the key to break the seal. It was probably 7, right? Oh man, I had to have been off on my count. Somehow. Well, not surprising, but yeah. Alright, it was the 7th encounter? Okay. Oh, whew. Alright, that's insane RNG though. Getting it 7th encounter is really, really good RNG. It's, in fact, the best possible RNG that you can get. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Alright. So now we're kind of going through this bottom secret area here. And we have to grab the score, which is going to allow us to play the horn better. And it'll allow us to unlock the next dungeon. This ground is going to fall, and this guy's going to try to hit me. But I'm going to use Super Joy iframes to get right past him. No big deal. And we'll get some hearts. Why not? Alright, a few more screens to go here. We're just going to finish these guys off with 2 quick Ice Ring upgraded attacks. Very nice. These guys are kind of silly. We can abuse this little rock right here, aggro them, and then you can't hit me from there, you bozos. So we wreck them, grab the score, and move on. So now, now we know how to play the horn. We're really, really good at it, and we have a better song to play now. Alright, so for those of you who have been watching this entire time, you may have heard me mention something about dirty memory and the game crashing. This is the point where I need to save the game and completely turn off the console. How many... I don't need to buy anything here. So I'm gonna save the game, get all my health and mana back, and then I'm gonna completely turn off the console to clear my memory. And this is where you're gonna realize I'm a filthy casual and don't have a $300 Dragon View cart, and I'm using a flash cart, so feels bad. Alright. So we turn off our game, we powered off our console, and we're gonna reload here. The wrong warp would happen. The very unlikely wrong warp would happen at the end of this temple that we're going to be doing. Generally 99 times out of 100. Well, technically, at least 1 out of 46 times, or 45 out of 46 times, it would end in a crash. I guess the developers maybe overlooked it or didn't think anyone would be crazy enough to play this game in one sitting. So they kind of goofed, but it's no big deal. All we have to do is save the game, turn off the console, turn it back on, and load the save, and we are completely safe from the crash. I actually lag the game if you spam the horn, by the way. Like, you can see the games, like the game is like, dude, chill. If you spam the horn, it's kind of great. All right, we're gonna do a really hype time loss turn right here. By the way, this is for the fans. This is a turnaround for the fans. Big turn. Big 180 right there. Bam. So, as you can see, a hidden passageway, a hidden road, opened up there. But before we follow that road, we're gonna do a little bit of a detour and head into this lion statue and grab the Hausa technique. There's a sword technique that we already have, but we do need to get the Hausa technique. The Hausa technique is insanely strong. It scales like way better than the sword technique, and it does like 1 billion more damage. And it allows us to do a few goofy things later in the run as well. So there it is, a nice spin move of our Hausa technique. And now we're gonna go into Orta. This part of the game is when in a casual run, or not in a casual run, I would say in a PB attempt, or a PB/world record attempt, when you're keeping things tight. This is when the run gets scary. I have had so many runs die in this temple. It's a very, very sketchy temple. But luckily for us right now, we have a lot of extra health. We have a bunch of extra health than I normally have, and I have the level 2 ice ring, and I have some extra potions, so we should be completely fine. Always make sure to tag that guy who's at the front there, otherwise he will definitely shoot you. If you don't. I mean, he won't always shoot you, but he has like a small chance of hitting you, but just hitting him in the beginning makes that completely safe. We're gonna go over here. We have to get this key, so we're gonna see what these guys do. What are you gonna do? Big dodges, 2, 3. Alright. Oh, he's gonna hit me! That jerk! Okay. Okay, are you dead yet? Woo! Alright, that was very sketchy. Look at my... Man, even having all this extra health, they do a lot of damage. That is a sketchy room. There's 2 more very, very sketchy rooms before this dungeon kind of gets a little bit safer. We have to fight 2 more of those wizards, but this time in a smaller room that also has little spike balls kind of blocking your way, so... it is a little scary. I'm gonna hope for some health drops. Okay, we got a few hearts. We got at least 1 heart there, that's good. These guys are jerks. I pretty much always get hit by these guys, no matter what. Luckily they don't do a whole lot of damage, but here is the scary, very scary room. So, let's see if we can not get actually wrecked. 1, okay, nice, good RNG. Okay, that's fine, nice. Alright, that was a very generous RNG there, they kind of chilled. Didn't really do much. Alright, there's one more room coming up right here that has 1 more wizard. That is also very kind of sketchy. What are you gonna do, bud? Okay, I missed him completely. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we got him. Oof. Okay, can you not? Alright, there we go. Okay, you know what? It's never a bad idea to just take a break and eat a couple apples in your life. When you're feeling down, feeling a little hurt. Nothing wrong with staying healthy and eating some apples. Yo, P-Dog. We have seen some dragons, we definitely have. There are a few more rooms with wizards that are a little small and sketchy, so that's kind of why I want to stay healthy here. Hi, bud. Alright, the one shot. Love to see it. Alright, and now the power of the level 2 ice ring is going to come into play here. We're going to be big, degenerate ice ring spammers in this dungeon for the rest of the time, basically. Oh wait, yeah, this guy too. Alright, big dodges. 2, 3. Where are you, by the way? Way down there? Okay. Oh, the spike! Okay, don't do it. Okay, woof. Alright, now we're good, now we're good. Yo, Izzyman87, what's up, what's up? Thanks to the GL. You guys are enjoying Monday night. Game Over Cancer, day 1? Awesome, awesome marathon put on by Mr. Strizer86 and a few other people behind the scenes. Yeah, we're gonna ice ring spam the rest of this dungeon, basically. It's a little bit, maybe we could call it a little bit dishonorable here, but you know, mummies and little flying imps are scary, so we're gonna use all of the tricks in the bag that we can use to make our way through this dungeon. We're gonna ignore these guys. When they pincer like that, it is not a fun room to deal with. Luckily they let us just simply walk past them, which is nice. Don't hit me. Oh, ouch. Oh man, look, nice dodges. Oh, this guy's insane. Okay. Alright. Level 2 ice ring. Big strats here. Big strats in this dungeon. Alright, the huge strat in this room is we're gonna try to hopefully... Oh, nice. Don't fall. Thank you. I literally don't know where I would go if I fell right there. I would have to... I don't even know what I would do. We would figure out where to go as a family. Alright, alright. We're gonna hide behind the lamp right here. They can't see me back here, by the way. Spoilers. The lamp is the protection we need. Alright, a few more rooms to go here. There's 4. Oh gosh, watch out for the breath. Don't want the stinky breath. Only a few more rooms to go, and then we're gonna be at our boss, who is a jester magician, I guess? You know, classic desert enemy boss. You know, the jester magician that spins around and throws, like little, like, sonic booms at you. Yeah, classic, dude. Oh, excuse me. Alright, we're gonna swap to... You know what, we'll swap to apples. We might use a few here, depending on how things go. There is a really weird mechanic with the Hausa, where if you hit them within, like... I don't know how to describe the distance, but within a certain amount of distance, you do, like, an insane amount of damage. And so that's the strat here. We kind of want to get him in that sweet spot of damage. This guy can either come down and shoot you, or he can stay in the air and shoot something else at you. Okay, this is awkward. Alright. We want to, like, kind of hit him midway through and force him to go to the ground and get really close. Use the iframes to avoid the damage. I'll eat an apple. Why not? After all, why shouldn't I? Okay, what are you doing, bud? Okay, this is fine. Alright, that should do it. Nice. Alright, good stuff. Good fight. The key to that fight is basically trying to hit him mid-air, trying to aggro him with a basic attack, and then getting close to him as he comes down and spins at you. He actually does quite a bit of damage, so it's kind of scary if you get hit by him. But, yeah. At this point in the game, this next cutscene would be where the crash happens. If we didn't turn the console off, this would be right here, we would crash. Or right here, if your name is PJ DeCaesar or Tass, you would warp to the credits. I don't have the patience to try to get that going. It's very, very random. Essentially, you have one byte of memory that's dirty, and you have a like 1 and a gajillion chance of calling credits. So that's why there is a no WW, no wrong warp category. But yeah, so we get our little we get to see some dragons here. We get to view some dragons with our Garderak. They recognize us as a kind of the lineage of, you know, the I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember. But it's something good. That's how they know they're your boys. So we get the map, and after we get the map, they're like, yo, go grab the map. And we get the map, and they say, yeah, you're doing great. Keep it up, bud. Hurry up, you gotta go to Sectra. So they tell us we need to go to the next swamp dungeon, basically. But before we do that, I am gonna take just a few more detours. Just a few more detours here. The first one is gonna be, I mentioned it earlier, there is a magic mirror in this game. Just like in other, it's a classic item, it's a classic fantasy game item. The mirror in this game allows us to access Triforces on the ground. Does that sound familiar? Basically, if there's a Triforce on the ground, if you use the mirror, you can go into it. We're going to be doing that 2 times. Also, it has a magic ability which protects you from 1 hit. It blocks exactly 1 attack, which doesn't sound that useful, but I promise you the bosses in this game do 1 billion damage. So blocking just 1 hit from a boss is very, very, very useful. So I'll be using that on a couple bosses, not too many, but especially the last boss in the game and another one coming up. Wow, that was a really, really nice room right there. Alright, that's the last doot. That's the last doot! I'll doot a few more times just for the fans. But our horn is all done. No more dootin'. No more dootin' and tootin'. We are gonna go into the menu here and abuse this little, basically abuse the, keeping the screen facing the correct, direction we want to go. Actually, I don't think I should be doing that in this route, because I need to go slightly northwest. And this is gonna be a safety save here. I really don't want to have to redo that entire dungeon if something goes terribly wrong in this next section. The next section isn't just in time for the last doot. Hell yeah, nice, Kyrian. The next section isn't too sketchy, but hey, Foolish. Yeah, thanks for the good luck. The next section isn't terribly scary, but it is a little bit scary. So we're gonna suffer, and then we're gonna save. He would have given me a little bit of he would have given me max health and mana, but I'm pretty close, so I don't need it. But I do want the save. By the way, Foolish, let Inet know. I hope she gets feeling better. No, she's not feeling great. But onwards in the game. As we're going through now, we're gonna go north, and we have to go to the swamp area again. But before we go into the swamp area, we're gonna do a bit of a grind. This grind is gonna be a little bit longer than I would have liked it to be, because I've had to use quite a bit of my apples already. I need 50 apples to buy. I need 50 apples to buy an armor upgrade, basically. So yeah, we're gonna be grinding this a few times. We're gonna do this area probably like 4 times. So yeah, just sit back and have and enjoy a nice little grind here. Probably take us a couple minutes.
I just take a quick moment for some donations.
Oh, this would be the absolute perfect time, so please.
Well then, perfect. We received a $2 donation from Tetsuo saying, I don't know if you guys knew this, but he's actually dead right now. Looks like he's playing the game, but he's really on the title screen. You're a legend. Good luck.
Nice.
We received a $50 donation from Foolish and Knit saying, good luck to the runners.
Nice, thank you, Foolish and Knit. Absolute legends, those two. Oh, please be cool. Okay, we'll do that. Yeah, the Tetsuo, thank you. So basically when I run this game and go for PBs, it's very, very sketchy. It's not near as safe as it is right now. So about once every 5 minutes, maybe once every 10 minutes, I'll just say I'm dead. I'm actually on the title screen. This game is very, very stressful when playing it at a kind of a low resource, speedy way. We're doing this very, very safe right now. So it's a lot more comfy, but yes, I'm not actually playing the game right now. I'm on the title screen. Oh my goodness. Okay, well you can see why I saved, by the way. Oof. You can see right there why I took a safety save, because these giants, while they die instantly in a double ice ring cast, they deal a lot of damage. Their axe is quite damaging. All right, let me just do a quick apple check here. Check how many apples I got in my pack. We got 22. We could do this a couple more times. I'll probably do this until I have 40. So we'll probably do this 2, maybe 3 more times. I mentioned it earlier in the run. You have a chance anywhere between 3 and 6 apples can drop. So we really want to see... Oh, big 6 drop right there. If we see the 6 drops, this will be a lot more efficient. Obviously than a 3. So yeah. Oh gosh, they are just... The duo! Alright, I just... okay. Sometimes those guys, like, block you completely. It's scary. Alright, so I had 22, that was another 12 we got. That was an optimal thing there. So what's 22 plus 12, guys? I don't do math. That's 34, I think. So we'll do this one last time. We'll do this one last time and we'll move on. Thanks again, Tetsuo, Knit, Foolish. Putting it towards a good cause. Man, I said it a few times already, but I love this marathon. Very chill, very, very awesome marathon to a good cause. Strizer and everyone who puts it on are absolute legends. I think back of one of my favorite parts of this is back I think it was maybe in the last fall marathon, or maybe the one before that. Pyle was running Gimmick and he was like hanging out in the voice chat and he's like, oh man, I really hope I don't mess up and I hope I don't die. And someone came, I think Strategy came in and was like, oh, if you die it's gonna be terrible, oh they're gonna be so disappointed. No, I'm just kidding, it's fine. Yeah, good stuff, man, good stuff. Alright, so just double check to make sure oh yeah, we got plenty. Alright, we're looking good here. We're looking good, we can move on, feels good. So that was a nice little grind there. We got 2 levels, and we got all the apples we could dream of. So now we move on. We're gonna go to Ordosort, which is the city in the swamp that has honestly the best town theme. Each town has its own unique theme. This is the best town theme, hands down. It's pretty awesome. So I'll let you enjoy that for just a moment here. Alright, very nice. So we go here, and this lady tells us about her son Fess is in the Jade Mine that's up here to the northwest, and she's very, very worried about him. So we're gonna go check on Fess. But before we do that, we're gonna do a nice safety save. And I am at full health and full mana, so I save about 15 seconds there. That's really that worked out great. Very, very nice that that we got to save the 15 seconds of the healing animation, which is a nice little save there. But yeah, we're heading up here to the northwest. We're gonna do a skip. We're actually not even gonna play through this dungeon. There's this is the first time you see it in the run. I'm gonna be doing it 3 times total, but if you get hit mid-air and you go into the menu, you can either spam the jump button and jump again, or you can like buffer the Super Joy button and then buffer jump, or spam jump and jump again. Basically, you can double jump in the air. And because you can do that, you can skip this entire dungeon, and it saves a heck of a lot of time. It is a little weird to pull off, so I'm gonna concentrate here for a sec. Okay, nice. We're gonna Super Joy. And jump. Nice. Alright, cool. Very, very solid there. These guys, don't really need to kill them, but I only have a few bombs, and you need a bomb to break this part of the level, so we're gonna clear those guys so that way I don't accidentally have to go buy more bombs. So here's Fess. Fess, he's not looking good. What's wrong, bud? Oh, he's a monster. Oh man, that missed? Are you kidding me? That's insane. And that only got half damage? Alright, this is a fight. Alright, we're gonna spam our magic. We're gonna be dirty ice ring spammers. And we're gonna fight the real boss here. This guy's a little sketchy. He does a lot of damage, so I'm gonna try to concentrate here. I really want to basically counterattack him. As soon as he dashes, we're gonna get real close to him and abuse his dash and try to get real close and hit him immediately after before he has a chance to react. And if I do it correctly, it's a nice and easy fight. Okay, what are you doing, bud? Okay. One more. Okay, nice. Ooh, a little scary. So we take him out. Yeah, that's our second refight of the Ifrit kind of boss monster there. He does a lot more damage and he has a lot more health. But luckily, we found some really nice cheese strats. And now you know the machine is on. Doing that, turning on the machine allows us to enter the next dungeon. If you don't turn on the machine, you actually cannot go into the next dungeon because it's kind of isolated with a big moat around it. It's kind of in the middle of a... Yeah, I mean, it's basically a moat. It's surrounded by water, and the only way to get in there is to go across a magical bridge that would not have been active if we hadn't gone here. So we had to do that. I am going to do another safety save, because this next dungeon is... it's the longest dungeon in the game, and I just want to save before I go into it. So I don't have to redo this in case, for some reason, I get demolished, which is... there is a possibility. And I have to kind of concentrate where I'm going, because I don't usually do this route, and I don't usually save here, so hopefully I don't get lost. First things first, though, I am gonna activate this warp star, so we can use it a little bit later to warp back to the main area of the game. Okay, it changed color, good. After that warp star, we're gonna cut... okay, I took a really dumb way, but that's fine. Alright, so earlier in the game, for those of you who've been along for the ride, I actually went to this part of the map earlier and saved before my grind. This is that same cave. We're going back here again, and we're gonna save once more. I am gonna spend the 50 jade to heal and get my magic back. I probably don't need to, but having full mana in the beginning of this next dungeon makes things very, very, very nice, very low stress, which is good. And I have to concentrate of when I leave this area too. I'd really like to not have to pull up my world map in case I get lost, but this next routing is pretty easy, I think. I think I just follow this road. Yeah, I follow this road here to the northwest slightly. So this road to the northwest, and I'm gonna keep going until I hit that water. And then we're gonna... Yeah, this is good. So now we're gonna follow the water. Okay, I know where I am now. So we're gonna go ahead and use our mirror. We got this mirror again. When you use it in the action parts of the game, like in the side-scrolling kind of third person, it acts as a one-hit shield. Using it on the overworld allows you access into these kind of Triforce areas. And these Triforce areas are scattered throughout the map. There's quite a few of them. I think there's a handful, probably 5 or 6. This particular one is a lightning ring upgrade. So he tells us once again, Azig Tefed or something like that. He says the magic words that get us our upgrade. The very nice thing about this, like very conveniently, there's another lightning ring, the lightning ring upgrade. You can get them in either order. Like if I were to have gone to this one second, or if I were to gone to this other one first, it doesn't matter. As long as you have the lightning ring upgrade, you can go to either of them and upgrade them. But conveniently, look at that. Right here is the next lightning ring upgrade, and that's going to get us lightning ring number 3, which is very strong. It's full screen, and it does somewhere between 1 billion and 1 trillion damage to everything on the screen. So it's very useful. D&K Cafe with the raid. Thanks, man. I know Dank's getting ready for his run a little bit later in this week. I'm not sure which day it is, but I know Dank has a run. He's going to be running Little Samson for this marathon later this week, so please look forward to that. Alright, so once again, as we leave this little tree stump area, we're going to abuse the menuing to keep our turn really nice and tight. Don't have to worry about big turns. We can just face this way right away. So we got both of our lightning ring upgrades, and we are ready to proceed to the scariest. I mean, the last dungeon's very scary as well, but this dungeon, oh my goodness! In every PB attempt I've ever done, this dungeon always has my number. Luckily, right now I'm very strong. I have a lot of health, full mana. I'm looking good here. I'm very confident. Oh, Thursday evening. Oh yeah, nice. Thursday evening. Look forward to that, you guys. Alright, so here we go. In this area, there's gonna be some clones, and yeah, you can kind of like manipulate them to just jump when you jump. So that's a nice little trick there to make them kind of ignore you. This next room is kind of mean. These guys are just jerks. Like, really, oh, okay, that is so tilting. Just gonna walk out the door. No big deal. Oh man, I took damage there too. That was so awkward. Alright, let's finish him off with some ice. I'm gonna open this chest. That's gonna be another magic crystal. That's very nice. We need those. And this is yeah, this is a classic kind of water temple here, where we're going to be using the ice ring to freeze certain sections of the water to make them accessible, and we're also gonna eventually go to a spot where we lower the water so we can go even deeper into the temple. And all of that goodness. I think I am going to take a slight little detour here. I actually have to go this way. You have to get every single key in this dungeon in order to progress. And there is a very convenient spot to grind. Resources, basically, to grind drops. And I think I might do this room maybe 3 times. Because it'll give me full health, full mana, and it might... I'm pretty close to getting another level. So conveniently, level 3 ice ring one-shots these guys. And I do need to grab this key. And these guys, this is a room where even though you kill every enemy, they do all respawn, which is kind of rare in this game. There's only a few instances where enemies will respawn after fully killing all of them. Usually you would have to leave one alive. But this room, very good spot to grind. To do a quick little grind to get another level, to get some resources. Alright, I am liking my level, I'm liking my resources. Let's move on. swap back to our ice ring and get it rolling. We're almost hitting level 24. That's really good. Very powerful right now. Oh man, and these Alex clones, the main character's name is Alex. So these Alex clones are actually just a absolute headache to deal with. I've died to Alex clones so many times that it is a little embarrassing, to be honest, but... Alright, so now we have max crystals. We have 3 potions, we have 3 crystals. I could ignore these guys and move on, but in this chest there is 200 jade, which is going to make my jade route just a little bit nicer. I definitely don't really think I need that much jade, but it makes it so if I get like crazy wrecked here and I have to use if I get crazy wrecked here and I have to use extra resources, it just I can buy items basically. That's the key. That's all I'm trying to say. I could actually honestly use a potion here. I'm not really liking being at half health. Again, because health is just such a valuable resource in this game, because not only do you need it to, you know, obviously be alive, but the most powerful attack in the game requires health to use. So you need it to attack and you need it to stay alive. Yeah, who could imagine you need money to buy items? Look, it's late. You know what I'm trying to say. Alright, classic water temple mechanic here. We use a key which lowers the water and allows us to go deeper into the dungeon. First, we can't forget this key right here. Gotta grab the key. Like I said, we need every single key in this dungeon. And oh, who would have known it? Jump right through that waterfall. Let's go. Oh, this room is, I'm gonna be honest, I've died in this room so many times that I do a baby strat every single time now. You definitely can just kill these guys with the Hausa weapon, but man, I actually get just dunked in that room basically every time, so I like to use the magic. Okay, I'm gonna wait for that guy to come back up. Okay, nice. And not only does the Hausa do more damage than the sword, it also has the potential to hit multiple times. Like, the Hausa is just such a good item. It's such a good weapon in this game. There's a clone off screen that I really want to deal with before he gets close to me. Okay, he's dead. Nice, nice, nice. Great drops so far. I would say they're key items, yes. Man, I was talking earlier in Stryzer's Discord, talking about how like every single one of my practice runs for this was like super generous in terms of drops, and wouldn't you know it, the game is being very, very nice still. So you love to see it when the game is generous. Especially, like, I have so many... Oh yeah, those guys can... If you noticed, if you're quick to notice there, you would have saw there was another enemy that got spawned. The water elementals can spawn clones of themselves. One of the things they can do is spit out another clone. Yeah, exactly. The game knows if I'm going for a PB or not. That is so true. Like, oh man, that is actually so true. Alright. So, that item that I just got there, in that room, was gloves. I mentioned it earlier, but there was... When I went into the desert cave earlier, there was a statue that was a little bit darker than normal. The dark statues can only be pressed, or only pushed, rather, after you pick up these gloves. So in the 100% route, I would be going back there at some point now that I had the gloves. I'm not going to be going back there in this route. But, wow, I one-shot him? Holy heck. That was insane. I'm level 25, that's why. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, this statue right here is a little bit darker than normal, and the game says, yo, the gloves give you the power to press these heavy statues. This room is really mean. 9 times out of 10, this guy hits you no matter what. I cannot believe I didn't get hit right there. That's so insane. I think literally in all my practice runs, I haven't gotten hit in this room. And whenever I do this in a PB attempt, I get just dunked. Actually dunked. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing, bud? There we go. Alright. So if I were to go up the fountain on the left, I could get another Hausa upgrade. But I don't really need to get another Hausa upgrade. So I'm just gonna ignore that. We're only a few rooms away from the boss. We'll finish. Oh, why did I do that? Please drop mana. Yes, thank you, game. I want full mana here so I can maybe try to save a crystal. But next up is gonna be a water serpent. Classic. Honestly, this time it is truly a classic enemy. So we have a water serpent. This boss, at this point in the game, with what my level is, this boss actually does like no damage to me. It actually doesn't hurt me. The only damage I'm going to take is me using the Super Joy against it. What are you doing? Oh my god, I missed. Okay, that's kind of awkward. Okay. You know what? Let's just go over here. Yikes, dude. Alright, there we go. Hey, we did it. We actually hit him. Alright, let's give him another Super Joy. Okay, my life is a little low right now. You might be concerned, but it's fine. Bang! Yeah, the boss is very free, especially if you sit over here and just play safe. It's very chill. Oh, I missed. Alright, I'm gonna have to use a crystal. Feels bad. But that's fine. We got plenty of crystals. Alright, one more hit. I'm just gonna pray. Oh, missed. Oh, missed. Come on! Okay. Alright, good shooting here, man. Good shooting, dude. Alright, so we take out our water dragon. Very nice. I am gonna take the time to grab these hearts. I do want some health. Man, he didn't give me a lot of hearts there. I feel like he gave me less than normal, but I could be wrong. Alright, I have 1 billion jade, so I can definitely buy 2 crystals to put myself back at full. You can only carry 3 potions and 3 crystals unless you spend 50 fruits to buy the large bag item, which will let you carry 5 of each. But we don't really need that, so we don't get it. Too much of a grind to get another 50 fruit on top of the fruit that we already had to get for the other items. So, but yeah, again, we got the next piece. Do I only have? Wait, do I? I think you're right. Actually, I actually do only have to buy 1, right? I forgot that I had 3 going into here. I think you are right. I only will have to buy 1. Let me double check. Oh yeah. I'm just so used to not having anything. Yeah, so we only have to buy 1. Yeah, we're totally good. Very fine here. A lot of extra. I could actually, you know what? I could actually maybe buy the health upgrade here. What does that cost? 600, 6, 7, 8. That would, so 800, 1, 2, 3. I would have. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna do that, I think. Or do I need to really? It would let me not. It would let me not heal the second time around. Nah, I don't need it. It'll be fine. All right. So after we finished Sectra. So now we're gonna head up back to the star. And we're gonna warp back to the early part of the game once again, because we have to go all the way back to We have to go all the way back to Hujia. All the way back to Hujia to get the next item that we need to progress in the game, which is the Fairy Stone. Yeah, so how much do I have? I have 1100, so I only need to spend 200 plus 600, so that'd be 800 total, and then I would have 300 left over. So that would mean I could only heal once. I mean, I don't know. I think it'll be fine either way. Actually, you know what? I am gonna buy it. Oh, there's the scissor skeletons. The scissor skeletons. We're gonna see those guys one more time. Don't worry. That's not the last time. We're gonna come through this way once more. So I will see them one more time. Yeah, I think I'm gonna I'll buy it, and then I'll save but not heal before, yeah, it'll be fine. I think getting it might be just fine. Can I grab that? Yikes. Alright. So we're getting pretty deep into this here. We're pretty far along into the game. Only have a few more places to go. But the game does, like I said, make you kind of go back to the earlier section. We're going back to Hujia, to Randy's house. I don't know if you guys remember Randy. We talked to him way early in the game. In his back room, there are two chests. Oh, it's over here. There are two chests that contain, basically... Excuse me. One of them is a map piece that we don't need. The other one is the Fairy Stone, which is going to allow us to make it through the Forest of Illusions. Alright, so we're gonna buy one crystal here. So now we're maxed out. We are maxed out on crystals. You know what? And we'll get the health upgrade. So we got 320 left. I might even get enough. I might even get enough jade to be able to save a second time. It costs 200 jade to save in the late game. I might get enough, but if I can't, sorry, not to save, to heal. So I might get enough to be able to heal twice anyway. But usually I don't need to heal twice. But yeah, so now we have our full thing. This guy is telling us that there's a kind of a secret village that you need to find. First we have to save someone who's trapped in the old well. We have to go there first, but before that, we're gonna go ahead and do our nice and easy safety save here, and full health, full mana, which is very nice and convenient as well. Alright. Thanks, buddy. We're feeling great now. Can we get a temple boost? Boom! Alright, big frame save right there. Let's go. And we're out here. We gotta go through Gailey's Pass once again. Which does mean we get to see the scissor skeletons one more time. I know they're pretty hype. They're pretty hyped up. They're pretty cool guys. Oh man, I went way too far east. That's fine. Alright. So last time through Gailey's Pass, say goodbye to Gailey's Pass and the sweet music. Get some apples along the way. Man, I've gotten insanely good apple drops this run. I feel like I've gotten so many 6 drops, which is crazy. The RNG of this run has been great. Alright. Say goodbye to the scissor skeletons. So many apples to quaff, dude. So many apple quaffings. Alright. So now, we're gonna head southeast. We have gone sort of this way before. We triggered this warp star earlier and headed to the dungeon area. We also kind of went a little bit further south along these mountains to the meadow area to get extra health. But this time, we are gonna keep heading in this direction until I see some bridges, and we are finally gonna cross. We're gonna cross the river into the scarier section of this map, and head on down into the old well. And there's gonna be some encounters here. Oh, dodge, big dodges. Nice. Alright, so here's Old Well. We gotta push... Oh man, I almost missed. Gotta push that statue down. Again, that was a dark statue, so you wouldn't be able to go in here unless you had the gloves. And these giants again do a lot of damage. But we can take him out nice and easy with our super joys. These guys don't do quite as much damage, but they do give good experience, and they do have a potential to drop 3 items, which is nice. Oh, I didn't change the lightning ring. I have done this. I have done that before, where I forgot to switch to lightning ring, but it's fine. So these guys, not really necessary to kill, but they do give a slight amount of XP, and I would appreciate the mana drops to keep me topped off. What? That was kind of weird. Alright, so now there's gonna be some lizards down here. Oh, I'm on his head! That's awkward. Okay, man, these guys did a lot of damage to me. That was really weird. Where are you? Oh, don't hit me. Okay. Alright, that was a little bit sketchier than I would have liked, but it's also just fine. And here it is. Here is the one spot in the game where you are required to use the arrow. Bang. Nice. Crack shot with the arrow. I never miss. I like kind of tested the leniency, like the room for error for missing there. Man, you gotta be really high up on the screen or really low on the screen to miss. It's like a very, very generous target that you have to hit. It's pretty hard to miss. Right, so we got the fairy statue, and now that we have the fairy statue, we get the fairy's blessing, which allows us to go through the Forest of Illusions. The Forest of Illusions is kind of in there's a few instances of games where you're in a maze area, and if you go the wrong way, it kind of sends you back to the beginning. This is an example of that. So casually, if you were playing this game, when you go into the Forest of Illusions, you would take out the fairy, and the fairy would kind of guide you, and it would show you which direction is the way to go. You would basically follow it. But you don't actually need to take it out and equip it and follow it. As long as you have the fairy, or as long as you have the blessing, rather, the game kind of just... you're allowed to go through, basically. So kneel there. Give us a nice little save before Forest of Illusions. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. And man, I have so many apples, and I'm level 26. I can probably ignore most of the enemies here, and save my resources, so that way this next area I won't heal. I'll just save and then use the rest of my my jade to save in the area after that, and I think that's what I'm gonna end up doing. As long as I don't get, like, absolutely dumpstered in this area, it should be completely fine. And I already have my 50 apples that I need, so I'll probably just grab the apples that are safe to grab. There's a few apples that are a little bit sketchy to grab, but most of them are pretty safe. We go up. Are you gonna be cool? Oh, you jerk. Alright, I'm gonna kill these guys in hopes for some health drops. That's a lot of health drops. Thank you, game. Right, 2 giants here. We'll kill these guys for some experience. Go down, ignore him. This screen is a little scary, I won't lie. Okay, nice. See you later. Gonna ignore these guys as well. And we're gonna ignore this guy. Because I have so many apples. Alright. We made it through. So this is going to be one of the few cutscenes, actually the only cutscene, where I can actually take my hand off the controller and I don't have to mash. So this game doesn't have a lot of input breaks. Most of the cutscenes that you have to watch, you have to like mash through dialogue. I can finally take my hand off the controller, and look who it is! It's Giza and Argos with my girl! They got my girl, and they're going into the teddy bear dimension. Into the the tie-dye dimension, dude. The rainbow dimension. Bang! That's the entrance to the underworld. The entrance to the underworld is tie-dye. I bet you didn't know that. Alright. So this next area is going to be Mount Badzil. You actually have to use, she even mentions it, if you don't at this point in the game have level 2 lightning, you can't progress. You need to have level 2 lightning here. But here is a spot where I'm going to save. I'm not going to heal here. We're only going to save. I'm going to save my heal for later. So we're going to suffer. We're going to suffer, but we're going to save. That might be, that might have been a bad choice. But it's actually going to work out fine. So we're going to do another damage boost. Another menu kind of damage boost exploit. For those of you who've been hanging on for the ride and been along for the whole ride, I did it earlier in the Jade Mine. And we're going to do it once again here to clear this this area. Otherwise, you would have to go way more screens. It would take quite a longer time to go through. Alright, so I'm just going to jump until one of these guys decides to aggro and hit me. Nice. Go into the menu, mash jump, and there you have it. Nice and easy. Alright, so now we're on like the... I call it the plateau, like the Mount Badzil plateau area. We're not quite to the top yet, but this is kind of the last overworld area before the underworld, if you will. There's only one more kind of separate area after this. This is the last area before we head into the underworld. The first place we have to go is into a secret boulder cave. There's a few of these, but we're only gonna go into this one right here, because this one is where the fire boots are at. So we're gonna go ahead and go through here and grab the fire boots. It is technically possible to skip these fire boots, but man, it would be... I don't even know if it would be worth it technically. It would require definitely a strategy rework and maybe even a full reroute. So I haven't really ever considered routing it, but... These blue guys, you can take them out in a double lightning ring attack, but man, these guys do... I might even die if these guys hit me. I think I would barely survive, but the blue giants do an insane amount of damage. Excuse me? Okay, nice. Oh, that rock only requires level 1 lightning? Oh, nice, Vi. I actually always use level 2 lightning there. Thank you. I did not know that. Vi Victus is another runner of this game, who's crazy enough to try to run this full category. I do encourage anyone who wants to run it. There's this route here is, I wouldn't call it super 100% safe, but man, it's a lot safer than the current route that I take in my PB/world record. There's not a lot of us. There's only 3 current runners right now. Myself, Vi Victus, and Fred __. Where am I going? Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, wait. Alright, we're good. Okay, I got the fire boots, right? Am I crazy right now? Yeah, we're good. Man, I like almost just went through this entire dungeon again, don't worry about it. Alright, we're good. Okay, and part of my safetiness, and part of the reason, in fact, the only reason we went through the forest and grinded 50 apples is for this Triforce right here. This Triforce here contains another armor upgrade. It won't be max armor. It'll be 4 out of 5. So it won't put us to max, but it'll give us enough to make life a little bit less stressful in the final dungeon, basically. And that is good news. So we're gonna grab that real quick. We're also gonna take one last detour, one last final detour. Actually, I mean, technically I'd take one more detour after this, but it's not really out of the way. It's kind of along the way. This is gonna be the last health upgrade that we grab. Your health bar goes really far. It goes all the way to the 2nd digit of my level, so it would go all the way and line up with the 6. So I didn't get all of the health upgrades. I skipped probably like 5 of them. There's still quite a few that I could have gotten, but the ones that I didn't get are just a little bit too far out of the way. I do get every single mana upgrade except for one. I get all the mana upgrades except for one. The only mana upgrade I don't get requires you to give a mana crystal to a person in the desert city, and after you give him that mana crystal, he would appear in one of these caves in this section, and he would give you actually, no, never mind, I'm wrong. That's a health upgrade he gives you. I don't remember which mana crystal I skipped, but I skipped one of them. I don't, I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember which one I skipped, but I skipped one of them. Alright. So here we are at the second, the peak. We're at the, oh yeah, this is the level 2 one that's required because it's yellow. That's right. Okay. That's the one that requires level 2. So now we're at the peak of Mount Badzil. We have to go all the way around. I am gonna take my last, well, second to last safety save right here. There's still one final save in the game after this point, but this is the second to last save that you can possibly take in the game. It does cost 200 jade for this guy to heal me. I definitely want the health and mana here. Saving is free. So to get out of here is a little scary. The blue giants still do massive damage, even with my level and my armor. So we really want to dodge him. So I kind of bait him to go up a little bit, and then I go down. As long as you take very direct walks in this area, the giants shouldn't hit you. There's another health capacity right there. It kind of takes a while to get to it, so definitely not going to be going over there. This is gonna be the spot where I do take my final damage boost. This is kind of a more recent damage boost that was discovered. This saves about 35 seconds. It saves like 8 screens. It saves about, I think when I timed it, it was about 35 to 40 seconds. So it's a pretty solid time save. Healing costs you money and saving is free. Yes. Oh, I almost got hit right there. Alright, so here we are. Let's see if we can get this first try. Okay, that should be good. We're gonna jump past him now. Nice. Alright, that is a very sketchy damage boost. Alright, so I am gonna go in here. We're gonna get the last mana crystal, or sorry, mana capacity. This one will be very, very fast. This is definitely one that's worth it if I can do it without falling. If I fall on the way back, it's no big deal. But it is very, very fast to grab this one if I can manage to not fall. Oh, get wrecked! Oh, you hate to see it. It's fine though. These wizards right now are actually very, very scary. Fighting them at level 26 is a little risky, so we definitely don't want to do that. Yeah, I think I've only ever fallen, or I think I've only ever gotten that without falling once, and that was in my practice run today. In my practice run today, I didn't fall, which surprised me. Because it's kind of a... You have to kind of do it in a very specific way to not fall. Alright, so... We're going to be taking our time and getting rid of these Reapers when they spawn, because they give us a lot of experience. Or, I mean, relatively a lot for this stage of the game. So we want to do that. I will skip the final 2. There's going to be 2 more on this next screen. I will skip those 2. But then after that, we're going to move on. And go, now we're gonna go, we're at the top of the mountain, so now, this is where the entrance of the underworld is. So we're getting quite close to going into the underworld. We could go to the right and get a couple extra items. I think the armor upgrade is maybe over there. There's other stuff over there, but we're not going that way. We're not going that way. Excuse me. Please don't hit me, thank you. So now, once again, we're going to be doing another Piercia refight. This first one is a baby. This is the same health as when you first fought it in the beginning of the game, and man, wouldn't you know it, we actually wreck it because we're so strong. This one, a little bit scarier. Oh man, he hit me. Feels bad. You know he's scarier because he's darker. It's a different color. We got the new color. It's like kind of a green. It's kind of like a navy green. It's kind of a sick color palette, to be honest. I like it a lot. So we take that guy out. I'm gonna wait here to get some health. We don't need that. And I am very close to level 28. And this is a room that is a very, very nice room to sit. Another one of these rare rooms that even though you kill all enemies, they completely respawn. So I'm going to do this until I hit level 28, which should be right now, and I'm going to do it one more additional time. One more additional time. So I'm just barely past level 28. That should line me up to hit level 30 in the final fight. So I should be good here to hit level 30 in the final fight. Here, another Ifrit refight. This time we're going to use a kind of an exploit right here. I'm going to stay right here and jump a bunch, and that's going to cause him to do like an uppercut attack. And that kind of locks him in place to come down here. I can play really aggressively. And if he stands there, I can go back. This is very nice. Okay, crazy shot there. And you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Let's just finish him off. with our level 2 ice ring. Because our level 2 ice ring does an insane amount of damage. And there you have it, Ifrit gone. And we're gonna teleport once more, and we're gonna make it into the teddy bear dimension, the underworld of the tie-dye spookiness. I just want to kill these guys for experience. So, okay, nice. We could go left. If you go left, there's a couple more Ifrit refights, but in very tiny rooms. They're kind of scary. But there's some other items, like I think there's another, maybe mana upgrade, or health upgrade, or maybe armor. There's some stuff over there that we're not going to get. We made it through to the underworld cave. We're in the underworld now, and I'll say it again. For those of you who've been watching this whole time, remember when I said that this guy definitely was not going to get betrayed by this guy? God, bang! Get wrecked! Oh man. Right, so Kenshin, the reason that fire floor is harmless is because we have the fire boots. Fire boots we got just a little bit before this. If you don't have the fire boots, it is very, very sketchy. Gandalf, no. Stay in the first portal door. I know what you're talking about. I've seen what you do there. It's a good strat actually, but I know what you're talking about. I think I'm gonna stick to my own strat though, just for now. But I've seen what you do. I kind of want to pay attention to what you do there. But though, here we have it. We're gonna be done with the game, and if all goes according to plan, we should be done in about 8 minutes. Probably, actually, maybe like 7 minutes. But here you have it. We're going into the final dungeon of the game. The final dungeon in the underworld. I need the lightning ring, by the way. Kind of look like Radagast? Yeah, he kind of did. Good old Argos. Alright, so here we are. Actually, you know what? Forget it. Let's just go right here. Oh, yeah, okay, well. It was good. I mean, that was close enough, right? It is nice, though, because it at least lets you get the drops. Because sometimes when you do that, when you do the strat that I usually do, the drops are in a weird spot. Alright, so we might have to spin here. Okay, oh, the big spin! Nice! Okay, good job. Some big spin action there. Using the iframes. Alright, you gotta watch out for the eggs over easy. Gotta watch out for the fried eggs, the eggs over easy, dude. Alright, so here we gotta fight the wizards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And even at my overpowered state right now, they still do take quite a bit of hits. Falling here would be, in a word, bad. So, really don't want to fall in this dungeon. We're gonna go into this little crevasse right here. And hopefully not get hit by the fried eggs. They might hit us, but hopefully not. Okay, nice. Okay, pick up these drops. Alright, so another moving floor room. Really want to not fall here. It is not good if we fall. Alright, this room we ignore. And then here, we're gonna kill these 3 Reapers. Hopefully, we can bait these fried eggs away from the drops. There we go. Okay, this guy's really close to me, so I want to hit him. Nice. 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are you doing? Shooting fire? What are you doing? Shooting some magic missiles? Okay. These guys do an insane amount of damage, even with my overpowered strength right now. They do a lot of damage, so I really don't want to get hit. Alright, this is the last wiggly wibbly wobbly room. Alright, we made it. We didn't fall. Let's go. I'm gonna come over here, grab the hearts. Just for safety. Why not? After all, why shouldn't I? This guy, just gonna hold right and go up. Hopefully he will be nice. Oh! Oh man, you hate to see it. This guy is also a big jerk if he camps the door. Oh, okay, we're good, we're good. Okay, that guy was a little bit too far right for my taste. 2, 3, 4. What are you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alright, very little drop. I'm a little low here. I might quaff some apples here. So we're gonna do a couple lightning blasts, and then a level 2 lightning. And then we're gonna wait for this guy to do something, and then we're gonna get to the right of him. And hit him left, so I can hide in this crevasse right here. Maybe get a double hit? Nope. What are you doing? Nothing? Okay. Yeah, I'll take your health, thanks. You know what? We got a lot of apples. It's time to eat some apples here, no big deal. Stay healthy, everyone, and eat some apples. Got a whole bunch of apples left still. Mostly because this room's really mean. If the RNG of those little like spouts that shoot up is really awkward, and sometimes they can be in like a really mean spot. I've also seen Vi do another strat in this room that I want to try to mess with as well. I like to go over here in this corner, but I think you can walk left and like get a little closer. It's definitely a little bit faster if you go left instead of right over here. Alright, so then we swap to this. We are very close to the end now. This is going to be a triple and then a double. A nice triple-double. We hit him once. Get a double shot here. Cool. Then I'm going to swap, and we're going to use our mirror. We're going to use our mirror to protect us against this boss. So that'll protect us against one hit. And we're gonna abuse the jumping again to bait out uppercuts, and hopefully lock him in place in this corner right here. But I can play super aggressive because I have the shield. Okay, that hit me. See? Ooh. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do that, and we're just gonna finish him off with our ice ring. So I don't want to risk getting hit. Okay. Then we'll swap once more back to the mirror and put our cursor over the Housia. Alright, and on to the final boss. If all goes according to plan, we'll be done in about 2 minutes. We have to watch a cutscene once more. So here he is. Giza, the Fiend. And this dialogue is amazing, by the way. Malcrios, or I'm not sure if it's Malcrios or Stratus, then my time is going to end on the last hit of this guy. I'll try to call it out, but it might come a little quick. I'll definitely, I'll do my best to call it out. So this fight used to be very, very scary. Man, I really tried to find some kind of strat to make it easy, and I just couldn't. Until a man named Fred _ came around and found the big Giza cheese. There's a very incredible cheese strat that we're going to see here. It doesn't make it free, it doesn't make it completely safe, but man, it makes it very fast and a lot safer. We're gonna basically use our mirror once again to protect us. And we're gonna try to force him into a loop. We're gonna go to the right and kind of go into this like weird spot on the wall and kind of trap him there. we're gonna go to this weird spot on the wall, we're gonna trap him there, and we're gonna use our Super Joy iframes. We're gonna use our iframes to basically dodge everything, and I'll be honest, there is a small chance that I die here. There is a chance that I die here, so we're gonna try to concentrate, and I'll try to call out time as best as I can, but it should be on the last hit of this guy. So, he's gonna roar at us, and we're gonna get going. Roar! Bang. Oh, what are you doing? Are you sitting in the corner because of some stinky cheese? Looks like you are, bud. Oh, looks like you're getting cheesed on, dude. Okay. Oh, the somersaults? Okay. Okay, we're gonna come up here and heal. This is the scary part because I can take damage. When I switch to there, it okay, we're good. Nice. Okay, so time in 3, 2, 1, time. All right. And that's it. That's Dragon View. Oh man, what a game. This game rules. We did it. We took him out. And now it's just cutscene. That is the end. We're gonna get a bunch of lore and a cutscene that lasts for literally like 20 minutes. But we don't got time for that. Yeah, I want to say thanks to Strizer86 for once again allowing me to participate and run a really cool game. This game rules, by the way. I really like this game. It's awesome, and it's been really fun to learn and to play. There's not a lot of runners, but they're you know, if it interests you, I'm always down to help. I have a bunch of notes. We have a bunch of notes, and Fred even has a video that shows all of the overworld walking. So there's actually quite a bit of resources for this game if you're interested in it. And I definitely can even recommend a casual playthrough of it. It's a little cryptic and kind of hard to figure out sometimes, but man, it's really fun. But yeah, man, GOC 2022 Day 1. That's it. We did it.
We did it. Huge thanks to you, Teleo. It was incredibly entertaining. I've learned that apples will keep me alive.
Yes.
So I'll definitely make sure to eat more.
Always have some apples on your person at all times.
Just a bushel. Just carry around with
just
it.
A big basket, man.
And on that note, if everybody wants to stick around for just a quick moment, we'll move this stream over, see if we can send the love somewhere else. But that was GOC Day 1. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. It was awesome. It's always a pleasure.